Hey everyone, it's Carrie over at Double Click. Welcome back. I would normally say welcome back to my craft room, but today I'm just sitting at my dining room playing with my puppies. This is Walter. He is now 9 months old. And let me see if I can get Winston to come into the frame. Winston, come here, look what I got. Winston here, he's 13 years old. So I haven't been around posting videos much, and I wanted to come on and just give a super quick update. I have been having some medical issues. I was misdiagnosed back in 2022, and just these past couple of months, I have really focused on trying to find out what kind of medical condition I have. So I have seen so many different specialists, and finally this past week I have been diagnosed, and I am currently taking medication to try and get my chronic cough under control. And I am so very grateful. It's sad that it has taken so long for me to be able to receive the correct diagnosis, but I'm only looking forward now, and I'm continue to pray that I will be feeling better and back to myself. And it has been a really long road of just not feeling well, and I'm sure so many of you can relate when something is wrong and you want to continue to live your best life and you just are not able to. And it's such a hard and lonely road. And I would just like to thank everyone that has reached out and understands and has been there. It has been a really tough, especially this last year has just been a really tough year for me. And I feel like I'm finally starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. So I am grateful for that. And of course, I would accept any prayers that you could offer that I continue to recover and that this diagnosis is correct. With all of that has been going on, my oldest daughter has recently moved out, and it took us some time to get her settled in her new place. She has a wonderful job. She has an amazing apartment. She's decorated it so cute, and I wanted to be there for like every moment. And so I wanted to make sure that I was spending all the time possible with her that I could. And I have enjoyed that so very much. I do have 2 daughters and my son, but my son has moved out a while back. There is no greater feeling, and I never thought I would ever have this experience, that when your grown children come home to visit and you sit down and have a meal together and talk about your life. And it has brought me so much joy to listen to them as they become complete independent women. And I have not wanted to miss a second of that. And so crafting, if my girls want to come and hang out with me or go out to dinner or go shopping, I'm doing it. I don't want to miss one single second with them. And I would pick them over crafting anytime. And I am just so grateful that I have had so much time with them, and I just enjoy it so much. As you know, as a mother, I'm able to watch them as grown independent women, and I'm just so proud, and I love being with them, and I want to take every opportunity that I can to be able to spend time with them. It has been supposedly like a winter in Arizona, and usually I'm outside running, kayaking, hiking, camping, and doing all of these wonderful activities. But we have had a crazy hot winter where temperatures have been over 100 degrees, and we have not been able to go out like we would normally. So summer is fast approaching, where the temperatures will be well over 110. And that is usually when I spend the majority of my time in my craft room, because it's just too hot to go outside. So I do plan on getting back into my craft room, especially during the summertime, where I'm able to post and craft and do all of those fun things. In May, I have coming up, I'm doing hosting a crafty meetup for some local crafters in Arizona. I did have one, I think it was in January, and I had, I think, almost 30 crafters come in and out of my house during the time span that I held it. And I have met so many wonderful local crafters, and it has been so much fun. And so I am planning on hosting another meetup in May. It's already scheduled, the invites have already gone out. But if you are local and I have missed you, or I don't know that you're in Arizona, please feel free to reach out and I can send you over the information for the meetup. I did host, I think the last time like that I actually posted was that I was hosting a Christmas die cut swap, and that was kind of when my health started to decline, and I believe that I videoed almost all of the incoming, but I never got around to editing that video. I did send out die cut packages, envelopes to everyone that sent one in. And if you did not receive one from me, please reach out. I did keep really good track of what I received and what I sent out, but just in case I missed someone, I do apologize. Please reach out to me, but I think I did pretty much get everyone. And for, next Christmas, I do plan on doing that again because I really enjoyed receiving all those pre-made die cuts. And hopefully by then I will be able to post every single entry that I received. And I still may go back and edit that video and do that. We will see how far I can get in the next couple of weeks. So thank you for everyone that did join my Christmas die cut swap. I hope that you received yours. If not, please reach out to me. I also have received some happy birthday and just some happy mail in general. I have set those cards and packages aside, and I will be responding. It is just taking me a lot longer than I normally would like those things to take, and I am so sorry for that, and I'm so grateful for some of the happy mail not some of it, I am grateful for all of happy mail that I received. And thank you all so very much for thinking about me, especially during my birthday. I usually post something during my birthday month, but I just wasn't up to it this year, and I will be responding to those. So with that being said, I do have a couple of unedited older videos. I know I started a craft room tour, and yard sale season was a huge part of my crafting videos. And I, of course, I did go yard selling this whole yard sale season, and I had many items. So I did start to film what I picked up during my yard sales, and I haven't edited all of it, but that is something that I do plan on post, and it's going to be kind of just like what I scored for my yard sale season 2026. And I am going to go ahead and I will edit that one because I do like to go back and look at some of the scores that I received over the year. So I will be editing that one. And you may see a couple of old videos. If I remember, I will put in there, older video so that you know that it is an older video. And I do have my dewdrops still up. I know I do have to update some of my store. I did notice that some of them had sold out. But as always, I always have a full variety of colors. And if you are low on a color or you're looking for a certain color, please feel free to reach out to me. I don't really go on Instagram often, but I do try and check it. I am trying to get better at that, but most of you know how to get a hold of me if you're interested in some new dewdrop colors. I really wanted to get a Easter release out, and unfortunately I just was not able to do that. But my goal is, now that I'm settling down, the remodel of the house is almost there. We have a couple of more weeks to go, but since my children are now moved out for good, we are going ahead and we are changing some of the rooms around, and that has taken a lot out of me. And some of you may have seen some of my videos where I have been hiding a lot of crafts in my master bedroom. and it was time because of the remodel. I had to move all of those bins and boxes and bags out of there and into my craft room. And I actually had to recruit one of my daughters to come and help me because I was not able to do it on my own. It had just stacked up so much, and there were very heavy bags and boxes, and I just wasn't able to do it on my own. Well, all of that stuff did end up in my craft room because I am so grateful that I even have a craft room, and I really don't want my crafts spilling out into the rest of my house. The rest of my house is usually very minimal. Our bedroom is minimal, and everything in my life is minimal except for my crafts, and I really don't want them spilling out into the rest of my house. So for now, everything is in my craft room. It is completely unusable. But now that I'm feeling better, I am going to slowly start organizing it and dealing with some of the crafts that I have. And I have already signed up and rented a booth to sell my crafty items in November. So I will be working on a huge purge and just some of the things that I know I'm actually never going to be working on. I know that I've collected a lot of vinyl, and I don't ever do anything with vinyl, so I've decided to let a lot of that go. I have 3 old Cricut machines, and I'm going to be letting one of those go, and just things that I have so many duplicates of, I'm going to start parting with. And I guess that is kind of like my update. I appreciate everyone so much that has reached out. I'm still here. I'm sure like so many of you, like we are just trying to survive like day by day, and throw in like a medical condition and throw in like your children, leaving your home and all of these crazy things. And, like your hobbies just become that. They're just a hobby. And I do run mine like a business because of my dewdrops, but even then sometimes, something has to give, and unfortunately sometimes it is my crafts. But I am always so hopeful that I will be able to find balance. That's always my goal to, I do work and I have a house that I still like to run. And yes, things are easier now that my children are out on their own, but until we get settled down and actually update, I think the neighbors have their landscaper out, so the dogs see the shadow in the window. So I apologize for their barking. They're just the cutest little men ever, right? Yes, that's my baby boy. He's my baby boy. So I would just like to say thank you all so very much for like hanging in there with me, and I definitely plan to still continue with YouTube. I love to look back on my videos, mainly to see all the things that I have, purchased and scored over yard sale seasons, and then I'm like, oh, I know I have that, I need to go find it, and like that's my mission. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you like a crazy quick tour of my craft room, and you will see like the position that I'm in and why I'm saying like I just can't craft right now. But my mission is, I'm having a huge craft party here in like 2 weeks, so I have to make it semi-functionable so that we can actually get in there and use some of the supplies. So I'm gonna cover the screen while I do this. I do not plan on editing this video. That's why my videos never actually go up, because I worry about the edits, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover you so I don't make anybody dizzy. And I'm just gonna walk you over to my craft room. And one thing that I did do, let's see, is I went ahead and decorated my craft room door. That's my little entryway sign. I'm sorry, that's a reflection of my front door because it's glass. But I put up these, they're like clear stickers, and I absolutely love how it came out. I think it just brought like so much to the room. I'm trying to not let my own reflection be in there. What do you think, Walter? Do you like it? Yeah? Okay, so let's just take a quick look in here. And it is, it's pretty bad. So this is actually stuff for the craft party, and this is like outgoing Happy Mail. But as you can see, this is the top part of where I usually work, and this is all the stuff that I have to film and I'm just gonna climb back here. These were all in my bedroom. So these, I went through, I labeled them, I organized them, and then my daughter came over and pulled the crates from here and put these in. And now all the crates are here at the end of this island because this is stuff I have to go through. This is more yard sale stuff that I have to film. And in there, I couldn't even fit my chair, so it's up there. And my carts that usually are here, I had to put here. So I made it where I could go sideways and fit. And this is kind of where I've been trying to do my sort and organizing. But guys, yeah, it's bad. I miss it so much. And I do come in here and I try and clean little parts at a time. And yeah, that's it. That's my messy craft room tour. My goal is to just continue working on it and yeah, get it done and kind of functionable and go through it. And I would just like to thank you guys so much for all of your support and your understanding. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Bye guys.